Okay, so I want to say thank you first of all to both of you. This is Ananya. Do you want to say your job title?
I'm the LGBTQIA project worker.
And this is Stephen.
Hey, I'm Stephen. I am the Befriending Service Volunteer Coordinator. Previously used to work in the LGBTQIA plus team as well.
And I'm Rachel, and I am the fundraising officer, and we are all here to talk about safe spaces for the LGBTQIA plus community and how we want to provide that in person.
I think that on the surface, it might appear that, we're accepted, we're celebrated, but you only have to dig a little bit deeper to see that there are just so many problems. The sad reality is that a lot of people in the community will experience hate crime for being who they are, just walking down the street, and it might be being verbally attacked, physically attacked. It was literally 3 months ago, my partner was walking down the street in Bristol and was verbally attacked and physically attacked as well by two people just for him being who he is. People need somewhere to be able to open up and talk about what it is that they're going through.
I've got straight friends and like they're so supportive of me, but they don't know how to talk to me about it. They don't know how to help me figure this stuff out.
Whether it's you're not safe at home or on the street or you're having problems in work, it's very complex. There are so many different things that, somebody could be going through just because of who they are.
If you're constantly exposed to factors that are detrimental to your survival, there are factors in your environment that are constantly of the opinion that you don't deserve to exist. You need to get out of that space to see that there is a future beyond this space.
We know what can happen when people keep things to themselves and bottle everything up, and quite often that doesn't end very well, so it's so important to have those spaces where people can come and connect.
I think one of the arguments against us providing safe spaces is, well, people should be able to speak the way they need to, and people should be listening, and these conversations should be being had with the wider public.
Yeah.
And there's headway being made to that. But in the meantime, people need support, and they need the support that actually supports them, that works.
I think the safe space is just, it's to provide a space where you don't have to constantly keep explaining yourself.
I think that these are very specific topics and important topics to the community and people in the community who are dealing with their mental health in relation to that just would take up so much space in another group. So there wouldn't be the room for it in another group, and then no one's needs are getting met.
It works in multiple ways, and it acts as a safe space for a lot of people, but it also acts as an informative space where you can interact with people, like Steve mentioned. We all have very different experiences, and it's essential to know what these different experiences are, so that when we are faced with them, we know how to deal with them.
If there's somebody that's maybe a bit further down the line, maybe I can get some words of wisdom or support from them, and vice versa.
But it also acts as an informative space where you can interact with people, like Steve mentioned. We all have very different experiences, and it's essential to know what these different experiences are, so that when we are faced with them, we know how to deal with them.
We should be free to be able to just open up and just say, this is a part of who I am.
That's why it's so nice to have a space where people can come and they're not gay, they're just who they are, but they get to talk about being gay and queer, and figure that out together. Without having to necessarily perform or defend.
The online groups are incredible. Love them. I would love to keep those as well. I think people deserve choice, whether that's to attend both of them or one or the other. But we've talked about this before. There are barriers, for, you know, trying to go to the online group. Not everybody is able to do that. Everybody deserves respect and to feel safe. So if we can provide that physical space for people to come to, it would be,
Yeah, it would be great.
yeah.
It would be really, really great.